Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's Eve. This is the last day of the year, and in Guyana we say Old Year's Day for those who remember. So today I want to make a traditional Guyanese dish, and this is one of our national dish. This is known to be one of our very delicious street food as well, and it's no other but cook-up rice. So today I'm going to be making that. I know most Guyanese will be making cook-up rice on this day because that's what we do back home. So if you come on down, I'm going to show you my version of New Year's Day cook-up rice. For my cook-up rice, I have here soaking some black eye. I soak it overnight, and I have some chickpeas soaking overnight. I'm going to put these to cook until they're nice and soft, and I will add these to my cook-up rice. So this is my black eye peas after I finish boiling it, and they are done cooking. I test one and it is nice and soft. And here is my chickpeas, and I boil this and it is also, I test it, it is nice and soft. So I usually cook them separate because one tends to cook faster. The black eye peas will cook faster than the chickpeas. So now I'm going to strain these out and then I'm going to get started. So guys, in this bowl here I have about 1.5 pounds of lamb, and I'm going to add this to my cook-up rice. I like to put more than one meat when I'm doing it for New Year's Eve. You can add any meat of your choice, and in here I have some green onions, salt, and black pepper. I'm going to leave the measurement in the description below. I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to pressure this a little to make it nice and soft before I add it to the cook-up rice. And over here, I have about 2.5 pounds of chicken, and I did the same thing. I add some salt, some black pepper, and some green seasoning, and I will leave the measurement in the description. Here, in the chicken, I'm going to add just about a teaspoon of Chinese sauce because I want to give this chicken a little bit of color. So I'm going to mix this in well, and then I will start cooking this. You can add any meat to this cook-up rice today. So in this pan here, I have about 1/2 teaspoon of oil. I'm going to add my lamb just to cook up a little before and to cook out the natural water before I put it to pressure. And I'm gonna let it fry up, and then I will add some water and pressure it to make the meat nice and soft before I add it to my cook-up rice. So now our lamb is all cooked, the water is all evaporated, and I'm gonna add some water now to cook this a little bit softer than it is before I add it to my cook-up rice. So I'm gonna go in here with about 2.5 cups of water. And I will pressure this for about 20 to 25 minutes. It's not a lot, so it's going to be done quickly. And then I will add this to the cook-up rice. So these are some of the ingredients for my cook-up rice. I have right here 2 broadleaf or thick leaf thyme. I have 3 small onions. I have 4 wirrie pepper for flavor. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have about 6 to 7 stems of fine thyme. And I have about 7 green onions. So I'm going to cut these up, and then I will show you my next step. So these are some of the vegetables I'm adding. I have 1 carrot. I have 2 head of bok choy. You can add any spinach of your choice. I have about 12 small okra. And I have here in this bag some married man pork. Those of you from Guyana will know what I'm talking about. And those who don't know what it is, it's like a basil here. So this is something very flavorful for cook-up rice. You don't get it a lot here in North America. So what I do when I find them, I would freeze some for days like these when I'm making cook-up rice. So I'm gonna wash my bok choy, and I'm gonna cut these up, and then I will show you the next step. For my cook-up rice, I want it to be as real Guyana. So we are breaking our own coconut and we will squeeze the milk from our Omega juicer, and my husband is just putting them in here and the juice is gonna come right out here, the milk actually. So when it's done, I will show you how it looks. This is milk without any water. This machine is squeezing it clean. The milk is gonna fall here and the coconut remainder is gonna come in this side. So this is a machine that squeezes the milk without any water. You can add your water after. If you don't have, I can show how we're doing this. So if you don't have fresh coconut, you can always use the can or powder. Any kind of coconut milk would work for this as well. So this is the coconut pieces are coming out here, and you have to keep feeding it small pieces, and then it comes out really dry. There's no milk or nothing left inside, and this is where the milk goes. And this little thing is like a strainer to strain the milk before it falls into this little container here. So this is my freshly squeezed coconut to put in my cook-up rice today. So I have 3 cups of rice. I'm showing you here because I want to share the right measurement with everyone, and I'm using the 1 cup measure. So in here I have 3 cups of brown rice that I'm using for the cook-up rice today. I have to wash this and then I will put it into the pot. So I'm gonna start cooking my cook-up rice now. First of all, I have a half a teaspoon of coconut oil in my pot. I'm using the biggest pot in my kitchen because I like to have room when I'm cooking cook-up rice. So I'm gonna add my chicken into here, my seasoned chicken, and I'm gonna just put all of it right now into the pot. So now I add the chicken into the pot. I'm gonna cook this chicken until it is nice and brown, and when all the natural water is evaporated, and then I'm gonna add my rice to this. So this chicken is cooking up nicely. There's still a bit of water left, but what I want to do at this point, I'm gonna grate 2 cloves of garlic in here. I already add some garlic to marinate the chicken, but I like to add some more when the chicken is cooking at this point. So I'm gonna do that before the natural water is cooked out, and this will add some extra flavor to the chicken and the dish. And I want to also add some Chinese sauce to the chicken because I don't like the color that I have right now. It still looks a little bit white for me. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here, about a teaspoon or so. So I'm gonna mix in this well, and that's gonna change the color a little bit more for me. And I can see it's changed already. So I'm gonna cook out the rest of this water and come right back. So my chicken is cooking up nicely, and the natural water and juices are gone. You can see now the chicken looks a little bit different and darker, and that's how I like it. I'm gonna add my rice into this now. The reason why I'm cooking the chicken in the same pot with the rice, because once the chicken is finished cooking, all that nice flavor of the chicken is in the pot, and that's gonna get mixed into my rice and add all that natural seasoning and chicken flavor to the rice will make it way richer. So I wash my rice here, and I'm gonna add it now into the chicken. And there's a lot of different ways how to make cook-up, but this is one of my version. So I like to turn this, mix it in well, and then when I feel like the rice is sticking to the bottom, then I usually add the rest of my ingredients. So I'm gonna make this rice infuse with all that beautiful flavor from the chicken before I add anything else to this dish. So this feels like it's sticking and I don't want it to burn. So you can hear that sizzling sound. So I like to start adding my ingredients now. I did add some salt in the chicken. So I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon for now, and then I'll taste it as I'm cooking, and then if I need to add any more, I'll add it. So 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And we're gonna stir this up a little. And then I have here some, where's my other seasoning? This is my plate of goodness that I'm gonna be adding into here. So what I like to do at this stage, I usually add half of my seasoning. So I'm gonna add half of the green onion that I cut up, because later on I'll add the rest, and half of the onions, because we're gonna add flavor as we go. My fine thyme is right here. I'm just gonna add a few stems now with the leaves and the stem, because that's gonna fall off and I'll fish out the stem after. And here I have my hot pepper. I'm gonna add half of it as well. And I'll add all of my carrots now, because this is, I want my carrot to cook for this dish and get soft at the end. So I'm gonna give this a stir to mix in all that beautiful ingredients in here. And because it's sticking rapidly to the bottom, I'm using my the heat that I'm cooking it on right now is medium to low. And I'm gonna, in my chickpeas that I cook, I kept some water, so I'm gonna add the chickpeas here with the water inside. So that's gonna stop the bottom from sticking and give this a nice stir. And I want to add my black-eyed peas now. That's looking amazing. Look at that. So I'm going to add in my black-eyed peas, because we want everything to flavor up at this point. And this is going to be 1 big pot of cook-up rice. I still have to add my lamb and some more of the vegetables. And I'm going to add some cook-up seasoning here. And this is the Chief brand cook-up seasoning that I'm using. It adds a really nice flavor to your cook-up rice. So 1 tablespoon of that. You want to put a nice amount. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon. This is going to enhance the flavor. And then I like to go in with a little bit of 5 spice powder. And I'm using the Wirrie brand 5 spice powder. So I'm just adding 1 teaspoon, because this a little bit goes a long way. So just 1 teaspoon. And I'm gonna turn this again, raise up back my stove really low at this point. And I like to add some Chinese sauce. I like to see color in my cook-up rice. It's a nice color the way it is right now, but I like to add color to mine. So I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of Chinese sauce. So my Chinese sauce, for some reason, is a little bit on the chunky side, because it's a new bottle and I had to shake it up a little. So I'm gonna stir all this up. I'm gonna start adding my coconut milk now, and I'm adding 2 coconut milk. I want this to be nice and creamy. So in goes my coconut milk, and this is how much it is. This is about 2 cups. This is about 1.5 cups of all milk only. This is the cream actually. So I'm gonna add some extra water in here. So I have some warm water on the other side. I will add that to this. And this is smelling great. This is smelling so good. when it's close to the end, that's when I'm gonna add my bok choy and my okra. But you can add any vegetables or any peas to this dish, because that's what I love about cook-up rice. It's such a rich dish. You have meat in there, you have peas, you have vegetables, you have all the good ingredients, coconut milk. This is such a rich dish. So I just added my lamb into here, and I just want to mix everything up, and this is looking like one rich pot of cook-up rice already. So I'm gonna add the rest of my water and leave this to cook on medium heat. I like to cover it when I'm cooking so the steam can cook it faster. So this is about 2 cups of water. And what I like to do, I don't want to add too much. I like to, if I notice that the rice is not fully cooked, I would add a little bit more as I go. So instead of adding too much and make it too wet on the wetter side, then you can't take it out then. So let me know in the comments how you guys like your cook-up. If you like it on the wet side, if you like it on the more dry side, how you like your cook-up. For me, I love cook-up anyway, so I like both wet and dry. For me, once the flavor is good, I don't mind. So I'm gonna cover this, let it cook up for a bit more, and then I'm gonna add the rest of my seasoning that I have here. And this is gonna be so nice and rich because I have 2 layers of seasoning going in here. So I'll cover it and we'll come back and show you what it looks like. So let's check how this is doing, and it is boiling up nicely, and look at the richness in there. All you can see is beautiful colors and very nice ingredients. So I'm gonna add the rest of my ingredients here, and I will add some of the Maridman pork that I told you guys earlier about, which is similar to the basil over here, and I only have the frozen one. I'm just adding a little bit because a little goes a long way. This is something that we always put into cook-up rice back home, and I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients that I had on whole. So I'm gonna put everything in now. And the reason why I kept back half of this, because I still have to add the bok choy and the okra, and I want to add my bok choy at this point. I want it to be nice and soft in the dish because it's not like spinach. It takes a little longer to cook than spinach. So I'm gonna add it now to the dish. And look at this plate of veggie. So in this cook-up rice, you're getting a lot of good stuff. So here goes my bok choy, and I'm gonna leave the okra for the next time I open the pot, because that one I like when it's steam cooked close to the end. So I'm gonna mix this in, and I think I'm gonna add about 1.5 cups more of water. So I'm gonna add that now, and then I'll cover this again and leave it to cook on medium until the next time I open it. So I'm gonna make a salad to eat this cook-up rice. I have a piece of red cabbage, like a quarter. I'm gonna cut it very thin, and I have a cucumber, and I have 3 mangoes. Since we're making Guyanese style cook-up rice, the best thing to go with it would be some mango. So let's check this, and it is cooking up nicely. Look at that, all the colors, green, red, green, orange, all those peas. This is looking amazing. So this is the point when you want to taste it to make sure that there's enough flavor, enough salt. If you're not if it still need to add more salt or anything else, you can add it here. That tastes perfect. So I'm gonna add my okra now, and these are gonna steam cook on the top, but I want to turn it up so it can cook properly. And this doesn't have too long more. The grains are cooking, And you can always add more water if you notice that your grains are not done and the water is drying out. Add more water to your dish, but you might have to add more salt as you go. So I'm gonna cover this again on medium, and then I'll come back in a few minutes to check how it's doing. So my cook-up rice is all done and it is ready to be plated. So I'm gonna plate it up and let you guys know how this tastes. I can't wait to dig in. So here is my Guyanese cook-up rice for New Year's Eve. Guys, I always miss Guyana when I don't go home for Christmas. But I never miss the food because I always make the food. This is a salad I have here with cucumber, cabbage, and tomatoes. I have some avocados with some lemon squeeze on the top. I have ripe plantain. We love to have our cook-up rice with ripe plantain, fried ripe plantain. And I have a plate here with some nice mangoes and salt and hot pepper sauce. So guys, I can't wait to dig in. Let me know what you are having for your New Year's Eve night, because this is a traditional Guyanese dinner for New Year's Eve night, and I'm gonna plate up and let you guys know how all this tastes. But I just love all the colors I'm seeing and the beautiful smell that I'm getting right now. So here is that plate now of my cook-up rice. I have some chicken and some lamb in there, and I have all the extra stuff to go with it. This is a really delicious plate I have in front of me. So I just want to taste and let you guys know. Hope you guys made some cook-up rice today. And leave in the comment below, let me know what you had for your New Year's Eve night. And I'm gonna dig in now. It looks like I'm missing one thing, and that is my pepper sauce. So I'm gonna put some of my homemade pepper sauce right on top here, because I like my cook-up rice with pepper. And I'm gonna dig in. I wanna say Happy New Year's Eve to each and every one of you out there and your family. If anybody's celebrating a birthday today, I wanna wish you a happy birthday. And I'm gonna dig in now. I can't wait. So I'm gonna mix my pepper in here, and I'm gonna try a piece of this lamb. So see how soft it is. So this food is super hot for all my viewers and all my subscribers. I always take my first mouthful for you. It is piping hot, but I can't wait anymore. Oh my God. So good. All the flavors are coming together. That rich coconut milk flavor and all the other ingredients. This food is one that will remind you so much of Ghana. If you're not there, you won't miss it when you're eating this food. So I'm gonna taste some with mango, and there's a piece of chicken here. So I'm gonna dig in again. I hope I don't burn myself. So how can you have your cook-up rice without your fried plantain? So for all those who love their fried ripe plantain, this is for you. So nice. So I don't know where to start from. I just had a mouthful quickly for all my viewers and subscribers. I have to take my time and continue this dinner. Until then, I wish everybody to stay safe, stay blessed. Let me know in the comment below what you had for dinner today. Until then, I'll catch you for my next video. Bye for now.